what is your perception of how AI is going to play a role in immigration, and what kind of things are you developing?
I mean, it's an explosion of effort, and we're in a boom of it now. I mean, 10 years or even five years from now, how many of these little startups, these AI focused startups, are going to survive? Well, that remains to be seen. That's every new technological development, and AI is actually a technological revolution. So it's a very big development. There will undoubtedly be many players who start out, and as time goes by, they lose out to to competitors. I mean, that is just the nature of business. But in terms of immigration law, I mean, there are people who are creating end-to-end workflows through using AI to read data off of documents, to put the data into your cover letter, your brief, your business plan, all of that. There are others who are going in the legal research direction, where you're taking user inputs and you're synthesizing them with the statutes, the case law, the regulations, and the AI is helping to conduct the analysis, and then it's taking the product and putting that into templates, whether it's, again, your brief, your cover letter. So the legal research aspect, the document summary, and the data extraction, those are some of the big developments that I see a lot of these companies working on. And then also other things which are you can already do very easily, which is, for example, drafting messages to clients, drafting your templated emails, your advertising copy, AI assisted transcripts to take notes of meetings, AI assisted chatbots to give. And I mean, you have the old style chatbot where it had set answers, like the user would ask it a question and it had like one of a set number of answers it could give. But now with the AI, the chatbots are getting more intelligent, and they actually can draw upon training materials to craft a more individualized answer to that person's specific inquiry.
How much training does it require to just get that right, though? Is it like I just got some software, I'm creating all these automations and stuff, but each automation it's old school AI. You gotta have a response set for everything. So a lot of my time is based on just think about every situation that comes up, or every time someone emails us, I'm like, oh, in this situation, this is a response, and saving these. But the AI, it probably needs that training, but it's going to be far easier because it's more, they'll just understand it eventually and write it out, especially writing out a better looking email than what I would write.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think if you're doing this, if one that's not extremely, I mean, if you're not expecting it to do anything extremely complicated, I mean, just be able to intelligently answer specific answers within a universe of information that it has. I don't think it's all that complicated. Certainly you can build something like that. There's different tools out there, whether it's the Chat GPT and other tools where you can, train it, and then you can also build the chatbot. So the tools are out there, and I don't think the standard use case for immigration lawyers, if you're not trying to really be extremely pioneering, I don't think the standard use case is that complicated.
The pioneer is the thing. Like I imagine the biggest use we're going to have on AI is still not even thought of how it's going to be. It's still being figured out as it
probably goes. AI will think of it.
Yeah,
it'll tell us.
Same ultimate, the AI, the Chat GPT guy is like, well, we're going to create the super intelligence, then ask it how to make money off this.
That's exactly right. But they're right about that. Ultimately, they're right about